everybody, my name is Brendan Kennedy. I am a stand-up comic. I perform in Virginia and basically wherever I'm booked. Also, I do improv comedy. I perform with a group called Plan B Improv. We do sketch, improv. We actually shoot videos, some video blogs in the past, but I didn't really stick with it. So now I'm giving it a try again. In the past, I used to be a home brewer, and I got really into beer, and that's something I'm going to be talking about sometimes. I am into powerlifting. I'm actually signing up for my first powerlifting meet in December, and I'm really excited about it. I started working out in the past. Probably, I would go to the gym every now and again as a, 14, 15, 16-year-old, and I would do, what you did back then. Without knowing any better, I'd get in the bench and get into the bench. I would get on the bench, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just know bring the bar to your chest and push it up. I would do leg extensions till I couldn't walk. And, I would do that, and I would stop for a year or two, and then I would start up again. And probably somewhere around 2008, I got really into powerlifting, where I realized, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2", right now weighing in around 240-ish. I always felt like for the size of my frame that I should be a lot stronger, and that I was never really as strong as I wanted to be. So I started lifting weights, but I felt like, I don't want to do what I've done in the past where I kind of fuck around with it for a little while and then I stop. I wanted to really put my nose to the grindstone and work hard and see what I could do. So that's been happening over the past 6 or 7 years, and there would be little roadblocks where I didn't actually give myself proper time to rest. I didn't eat enough. Just little things like that where, I'd kind of stagnate. And lately I've been focusing a lot more on it. And I feel like I've really seen some progress. So don't have any stuff that I'm going to do right now about powerlifting. Basically, the subject of today's video is going to be beer, just because I actually started collecting these beers. This is Sierra Nevada's Bigfoot Barleywine. Hopefully I didn't mess up my focus too much. But barley wine, if you don't know what it is, it's pretty much the way it sounds. So beer made of barley, wine usually made of grapes or other fruit. So they're taking beer and they're making it strong enough, bold enough, and just heavy and thick enough that it stops effectively being beer and it becomes barley wine. So this one, Sierra Nevada's Bigfoot, for me, I feel like for American barley wines, it's kind of like one of those ones that defines the style. So you have really, really, really heavy malt flavor with it. And, I feel like life, everything needs to be balanced. So, if you're hanging out with your girl and she's really nice for a while, she's probably going to start an argument. I don't know. Life needs balance, so you need to be. So if you have all that malty flavor, you need some hops to kind of balance it out. So hops give it the bitterness, and so if you see here, I have 2 bottles. This one has a 2006 lid, and this one has a 2016 lid. So what this means is, way back in 2006, I had just graduated college. I went to Virginia Tech, graduated 2005. I graduated in 2006. I started loving craft beer. That's when I learned actually how to brew beer at home. And I saw these Bigfoot beers that I always loved to drink them. Love to drink anything. I like to drink. I like to drink a lot. I saw that Bigfoot had, the numbers, the year that it had on it. So I thought to myself, what if I actually held on to the beers for 10 years? Now, bear in mind, at that point, I'm 21, 22. So the idea of holding on to a beer for 10 years was basically saying, what if I held on to a beer for half the time that I've been alive. And so I did it. And I tried to buy a beer or a 6-pack of Bigfoot or a 4-pack, however they came. I tried to buy a 4-pack or a 6-pack of Bigfoot every year for those 10 years. Now, some years it was better than others, and I was able to, scrounge up the money. And some years, I didn't. I had other things going on in my life other than collecting beer, getting different jobs, trying to spend time with my wife, trying to pursue stand-up comedy, weightlifting, powerlifting, etc. So now today, I'm finally going to open the beers. All right, so I have no idea what's in these bottles. Well, I kind of have an idea. The 2016, I had a couple back in 2016, and it was pretty good. The 2006, I'm not going to lie, I'm a strange mix of excited and terrified at the same time. Let's go ahead and open the 2016. Opened. It's pouring in really nice amber color. It looks rich. And then the smell is just incredible. You smell it. Lots of alcohol, resiny hoppiness. You get lots and lots of caramelized malt. Oh my God. I'm really looking forward to trying it.
Oh my God.
And now this already looks darker in the bottle. Okay, that's really scary. It barely made any noise at all. It smells kind of stale. Oh my God, that's crazy. It's a lot darker, and I see barely any carbonation. And it looks like a lot of stuff has settled at the bottom. Wow. So this, it definitely does smell winier. There is like that, almost like, it's almost like a muskiness. It's strange. It's like a, definitely, it's almost like grapey in the way that it smells. So again, if we want to compare here, 2016 Bigfoot, it's kind of amber and it's inviting. It's like a friend you haven't seen in a long time. And then this one, it's cloudy. I'm not sure if I should drink this. But, what's the point of video blogging if I'm not actually going to do anything? So, oh man, it smells, it doesn't smell bad, but it definitely smells oxidized. So, cheers. Okay, so you couldn't see any carbonation, but there's a hint of it. But there's definitely a lot of oxidizing that's happened here. There's a flavor that's kind of like soy sauce happening. The hops that I usually associate with this beer are really barely present, if at all. Now for this one, this is 2016's. See, that's a lot better balance. Man, I'm not gonna lie, YouTube, it's kind of fucked up. I mean, I think about it like I graduated 2005, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen with my life because I had an English degree, and I didn't really know if I was ever going to be able to get a job, if I was ever going to do anything with my life that I felt was important. And my first job, I learned what it's like to do sales, what it's like to really have to motivate yourself. And then I got fired from that, and I thought to myself, like, all right, I gotta get that one job. I'm gonna get my foot in the door, and I'm gonna show them how I do it. And fuck that. That didn't work, because that happened to be the beginning of the economic crisis. So I was unemployed for a while, living with my parents. Worked a lot of weird jobs. I I worked for the Washington Post for like a month. I worked in a screen printing shop, and then I started working at Trader Joe's. But man, so much has changed. My father has passed away. The whole time, I was always wondering, what's going to happen? Is it going to be delicious? Is it going to be incredible? And there is something interesting though. Like all that happy bitterness is gone, and there's something almost like I feel like there's something like toffee in there. It's like when you have a really, really old port. Like a tawny port. I'm not going to lie. The more I drink it, the more I'm getting used to it. I actually kind of like it. Maybe that's the alcohol talking. I don't know. Yeah, because this one, like, you smell it and it's warm and malty and all the hoppiness comes out. So I hope you enjoyed this on YouTube, watching a man going through a midlife crisis who started video blogging drink a 11-year-old beer and a 1-year-old beer and have a flashback about his life. So I really hope you enjoyed watching, and I'd like to do lots of stuff with this YouTube channel. So I'd like to talk about beer, I'd like to talk about my powerlifting, I'd like to talk about my stand-up comedy and my improv stuff, and I'd really love to talk about whatever you guys do want to talk about, so whatever feedback you want to give me. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to try to put it all together. Hopefully it makes sense. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.